Nicki says that just 1 week ago, her daughter accused her fiance, Nick, of molestation. Oh! The young girl told relatives that Nick touched her inappropriately while her mother wasn't around. Oh! But Nick denies his accusation and came here to clear his name. What do you got to say?
Well, Steve, I want to believe him so bad, you know, but in 2010, my first daughter was murdered due to child abuse, and and I have a hard time with trust. I have a hard time with trust, especially with child abuse. And, I'm sorry. I'm just in a really tough spot because I've never noticed anything. And like he said, we were together for years. And
I mean, you're still together, right?
Yeah, well, we're like roommates right now.
When did these allegations come about?
About a week ago.
And how did they come about?
My mom called me in the morning time and said that she needed to talk to me about something serious. And she said that my daughter said that when I went to the bathroom, he touched her pee-pee. And I was pretty stoic or whatever during the day. I didn't want to bring it up. My mom thought we should lay low on the topic, see if she changed her story or anything, because she's autistic. She's got sensory processing disorder, multiple personality disorder, oppositional defiancy disorder. And so she makes a lot of stories. She's one of those kids where you'd hear a story and you'd think, well, what kid would come up with that? Well, she would, you know? But the part that gets me is she knew to say I was in the bathroom for something like this. And, so we wanted to lay low for a while and see if she...
And what did she say Nick did to her? The one thing she's consistent about is that he touched her pee-pee when I went to the bathroom. Okay.
On the bed.
And you have a child with him, right?
Yes.
And how would you describe Nick?
I mean, we're best friends, and we had a good relationship. I mean, we had our tough parts. But,
everybody does.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's a good dad and everything. I mean, he gives us everything we want.
Right.
I mean, he'll go 2 years without buying shoes.
So this had become shocking to you?
Yes. It felt like, you know, that feeling when you go down an elevator really fast. It felt like that hearing it.
Do you think that he did, or do you think, like, maybe this is something that your daughter made up?
See, this is where I'm torn, because I know my daughter makes up a lot of stuff. She's believable. I can usually tell when Nick is lying. That's why I brought him home the next day, to talk to him while he's still on the spot, rather than wait so he can calm down with everything. But he was just as believable as she is. And I don't want to believe that he did something like this, and I don't want my daughter growing up thinking that I didn't believe her right off the bat. So that's why the very next day I called the show.
Here's Nick.
Baby, you know I didn't do this. You know I'm innocent.
But why would she say you?
You know your family has dislikes to me. You know.
When she's asked, she says, like, Mama doesn't do that stuff. And Grandma doesn't do that stuff. Daddy Nick does that stuff.
There had to have been fabrication of the story somehow. There had to have been off-questioning, off-coaching. There had to have been. I would never do anything to her. I've been protecting her, all of our children.
You don't know what this has been doing to me.
To you, it's dropped my heart down to the floor. I understand your position, and I believe you. And I would never do this.
I want to believe you so bad. You're gonna have to prove it today.
That's why we're here today. I'm gonna prove it.
Did you touch the girl inappropriately?
No, I did not.
Did you go into the bathroom with her?
No, I did not.
So that...
Steve, I've never changed this kid's diaper. I've never gave her a bath. I've never did anything to this child. okay? I left it all because I was afraid of situations like this. I've always been afraid of situations like this.
Why would you be afraid of this situation?
It happens every day in life. Innocent people go to jail for stupid stuff like this. Guilty people go to jail for stupid stuff like this.
I do find that odd that you're worried about it. Like, you know, if you conduct yourself the way you're supposed to, and you're a dad, you're in this long-term relationship, you have a child with her,
it just doesn't
why
feel
would you
like,
be nervous?
It doesn't feel like it's my place to have to change a diaper. It was just my stepdaughter.
Well, she's beyond the stage of
Yes,
changing
sir.
diapers,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
This is supposedly happened last week.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, she's not a baby wearing diapers
No,
anymore.
no, she says, yeah, you're right about that, but she does say it happened last year.
Right. But even
So
still,
even
a year
still,
ago.
that's what
Right.
yeah, that's what I
So
mean.
she's saying, this allegation came up last week, but this is saying this happened a year ago.
Yeah,
And she didn't say anything about it for a year.
right.
And it's not been ongoing.
No, well, she's been staying with my mom since November. With her multiple personality disorder, she has been getting really violent with our youngest daughter.
Right. Have you ever been accused of touching a child before? Yes.
No.
Yes.
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 A while back when I was...
Well, see, why are you lying now? That makes me nervous that it happened because you can't even answer honestly. When were you accused before? How long ago?
2002, 2003.
And what happened with that accusation?
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Why not?
I don't know. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't talk to my family no more to find out why.
Do you feel like, you know, when I hear that, like the hairs go up on the back of my neck,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm like, you know, most guys go through life, they don't get accused of that. Now, here's the second time you've been accused of it.
Yes, sir.
Did you know about the accusation the first time around?
Yeah, I know the story about it.
Yeah. Things have not been right between the two of you. So you said, hey, before I go any further in the legal system, I don't want my daughter taken away.
Right.
We're going to come on the show. You want answers. So he
Yeah.
came here. He took a lie detector test, and we asked him, did you ever have physical contact with Nicki's daughter for your own sexual gratification or pleasure? He answered no, and the result of his lie detector test is that Nick did not tell the truth.
Didn't. Oh, man, I don't even know what to say now.
Don't run, please. This is your daughter. This is the man. You know, he failed this test. I mean, he inappropriately, and I believe that he did do this, and he failed this test. So you got a big problem on your hands. The guy that you're engaged to, engaged to, the man you've been with for years, the man that you have a child with, is sexually touching your daughter.
How could you do this to her?
I didn't, baby. I swear I didn't.
The test is absolutely accurate. It's absolutely right.
It's real accurate. But let's forget the lie detector test, okay? I'm pretty good at when people are okay? And I said, and I told you, you know, and I tell you 100%, I never know the results before the show. I never know the results until I read them. And the way he was answering in the beginning, I had a funny feeling. The fact that when I asked him if he's ever been accused of this before, and he has, and he lied about that, what does that tell you?
I see what you see.
It's a pattern with this guy. So whoever he victimized back in 2002, 2003, he got away with that one. And you would think, I mean, I would think that once you get caught, even though you didn't get locked up or anything like that, but you got caught, you got exposed, then you would say, man, I'm never doing that again. But maybe you can't control yourself. Crime of opportunity. Oh, she's autistic. Nobody's going to believe her. I can touch her because nobody's going to believe her. And that's why he did it. When you found out about this incident, he told you about this incident from 2002, 2003? He told you.
Yeah.
And and when he explained it to you, you believed him.
Yeah, it matched what other people said about it.
Okay. But now, knowing what you know, does this frighten you a little bit with this previous allegation and now this going on with your daughter? What, you look at him now, this is your man. What are you gonna do?
You gotta get out. I can't believe you did this. Why would you do that to her?
I didn't, babe.
You gotta,
I'm gonna tell you this.
I gotta go.
I know you're gonna be scared because of things that have happened with your children, and maybe there's an investigation, maybe they come and they put your children in protective custody for a while. But if you don't do something legally, if you don't get the police involved,
Right, no,
and you let him just walk out the door and go on to relationship number, whatever,
no,
just think he might do this to another child.
no, if something's gonna be done. Something will be
Anything you
done.
want to say to her?
Other than the fact, I'm sorry you had to listen to the results today. I mean, I don't understand. I really don't. I mean...
And I don't understand why you, as a grown man, would want to touch an autistic child sexually.
I still determined I didn't, sir.
Or, let me clarify that, any child. But I understand the autistic part because you thought you could get away with it. That's why you did it. And you know what? I watch these shows, I do this show, and I go through life and I can never, in a million years, understand it. Why you could be sexually attracted to a child. You are a sick and you can get the hell off my stage. I know this can't be easy for you, but you have to put a stop to this guy, and only you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? You have your daughter, and something bad happened, but now you got to put a stop to it. You got to be tough. Don't backslide. Don't go home and get soft
Right.
and go easy on this guy. Protect your daughter. Cut this guy out of your life, and move on.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Steve.
I encourage Nicki to stay strong for her daughter and seek justice after the show. And she did just that. Nick was arrested. And Nicki sent us a video update. Take a look.
Hi, Steve. It's me, Nicki. I was on the show a few months ago. Since the show, he has been arrested and is in jail currently for second-degree sexual assault. And also since the show, we have been doing fabulous. Me and my girls are doing great. We are completely happy and healthy now that he's out of our lives. And we want to thank you so much. Thank you for everything. We couldn't have been on this road to recovery without you. So thanks again. Bye, Steve.
After we received this update, there were further developments with this case. Nick reportedly admitted to sexually abusing this young girl, and he was ultimately sentenced to 20 years in prison. Nicki, you did the right thing by protecting your daughter and getting this monster put behind bars. Thanks for the update.